Second series. You win a round and that's 10 euros. Ian Parger from the southern side versus PERVITIN and Tushkan. The team with the Brits. Tushkan with the Soviets. We go to face PERVITIN. In the contrary, it will be Parger versus Tushkan. So we have the British versus OKW. Just straight away for AE. With the folks from the following up. Fortifications, doctrine and joint operations. I think it's surprising for the Axis. They love their little fortifications. Seems AE will be going in straight for the fuel. PERVITIN straight away with the sandbag. So already in a good spot. Hit cap in return for the ammunition. So good start here for the allies. Definitely able here to defend everything successfully. With the forward tier 1 it seems. Doesn't get in a third Fox unit possibly. Very early tier 1. Very early truck from him. Quite greedy I'd say even, but maybe would have made a play here in return with another grenadier. Instead, trying to secure here the map for himself rather. Being very defensive. Kaiser very exposed to Tushkan. Or back with the MG. Trade. It's not the best engagement for him here. PERVITIN waited long enough, got the UC out and ready to advance. He will be helping. Kaiser here to defend the fuel, but there's already the decap, of course. Team gets the cutoff. So, very nice start for the allies. Playing it smart. PERVITIN very far into the enemy realms. Gets, I guess, somewhat scared of yeah, probably the Axis coming behind him here. Yeah. It's the fuel. I guess in for the cutoff. Damage done though. Already. See in the middle. It's 2 models straight away. Yeah. With the leak, okay. Oh. And won't have anything for dealing with the UC then. This is free to roam the map. There's no Shrek. There's no ammunition at all for the Axis. We will be capping the ammo. I would suggest that at least. Maybe he didn't realize that he lost the control over it. Kaiser lost the cutoff yet again. And yeah, I'm afraid the League struggles to defend versus the UC here. We have the Kubel coming in. Well, they don't have a high rank upon, I think, lacking games together, rather. This team has 88% win rate and they played 16 games, the Chinese team. So maybe with 16 games you might not have the highest rank in the game. Possibly. Maybe you can prove us otherwise, I guess. Show me your 16 games rank 1 team. I want to see it. Where is it? Nice play here from Sturm Pioneers. Oh. Nice wipe from AE. Very nice. Good play from him. The League using the smoke here. Sadly, damage already done for the axis with the resources, so that definitely may help here to come back into it. Water pit quite aggressive, I'm scared about that, and we have the AA here, AE as well. Feels like he changed his strategy. I felt like he's about to rush overs and save some manpower forward. Like playing mostly rather defensive, but it seems... yeah, he changed his mind, I don't know. It's just 2 main lines, it seems a little bit odd for me here. We are still far way to go. Tiger, artillery field officer, 2-2's out. Very late, 2-2 though. Because even the Vickers doesn't deal enough damage for the UC. Yeah, he's rather low here. Not be actually, not. Yeah, it could be worth it here. Bring now another league since it's the mortar pit. Stop Tiger with the smoke. Team barely trying to get here the Fox Grenadier. Who gets hit, and tier 1 has in range the mortar pit from PERVITIN. Or almost in range, not sure. Seems cannot see that. I'd say it's somewhat in range. Probably range is about to end here. Be my bet. Because it's getting decrewed again. There's indeed another league now. Quite the static game for this side. Axis taking it very slowly. smoke. So good incendiary here. AE. Like trying to creep himself up here to Tushkan. Double leaks in. But the pit isn't hurt at all yet. This is the AA. 2 dice. Maybe here to the combination of the AA. This gun or snake. Surprisingly, he's not interested in attacking the mortar pit. He's probably trying to crowd attack with AA. And Kaiser somewhat finds himself now back into the game. Yeah, it's already 11 minutes into it. AA with quite the poor KD, of course. And let's say, once health-wise, the allies with decent advantage. So can witness upon the VP count here. Because with the bad one, we call it here though. You see that free 15 kills.
Battle drills for hammer attacks are ready for use.
Yeah, PERVITIN always with a nice micro upon that unit. Tushkan fenced off, finally Kaiser. Kaiser is prepared with the MG42. Oh. Oh. Rocket. Would have maybe both fired it down. AA. It's gonna live thanks to the overdrive. Here we will execute it from Tushkan. And decent play from PERVITIN makes it behind the vehicles, very sneaky, almost finishing it off. AE 15 incendiary here for the mortar pit. But to toss in another one, I hope. Definitely finish it off. Gets it off, yes. It should be... That's actually easily the dead mortar pit here. Good job from AE. Seems like X's comeback is about to arrive.
Ready for action. Unit ready. Combat unit ready. Target infantry.
Like also positioning himself here very well.
Our renovated HQ is ready.
PERVITIN taking over the middle. Kaiser's front line is somewhat exposed here from very deadly round, and Tushkan might just lose his AA, yes. This play here from him, somewhat insecure or maybe failing with the retreat pathing. Obviously, as we try to go and get this way around or this way and change the direction, costing him the time here to make it out of the zone. Like, I guess he's going for the overrange attack here from the 85. Almost connecting the shot. AE and the cutoff for PERVITIN. Yeah, quite impressive. The axis. But of course the allies now with the medium timings. Already the combat. Return the axis somewhat off from their armor still. He doesn't even have the resources for the P4. Of course, the A also quite the expensive unit. PERVITIN only with the UC. Not even tossing in the 5-man with a very early combat here. The combat just might change around here the game for him. He definitely is far away from the Panther here. Let's also have only one Raketten. Return, of course, Tushkan with the AA. Kaiser with the already dead 2-2, so it's a bit more even here in terms of the fuel and the tank timings. Kaiser probably about to make a Bomber here. And he brings in the Pigren with the Shreks. There's another 80 measurement. Like 40 Vetu. So we have better fire rate. Pigren is looking for that 85. Successfully connecting and shot here with the Shrek, but already down to models, so it's time to call off the attack. Good timing with the incendiary armor piercing rounds for him. But the combat is coming around. Good attempt from Kaiser, always getting out both ground attacks. He's trying every bit of luck he may achieve. Is always the ground attack. You always gotta expect him from that. Good micro efforts into that. And Bomber is in. We have the Shrek by now also for AE here. And quite some fuel, but not the manpower for the Panther. Bomber coming in. Yes, secures Kaiser here, the VP. Nice flare. Nice dodge as well from Kaiser. Bomber trying to get himself here the mortar, but it's the ground attack from Tushkan. And the snare. Shress aiming for the middle. Could have been actually very deadly here for Kaiser. Nice this barrage, taking down the Grenadier from Kaiser and support here by the mortar. Yeah, somewhat bad detail here. The ground attack from Tushkan with the snare is making here the difference. Kaiser would have been in a decent spot here with his positioning, but the little detail here, the little extra effort from Tushkan, turning around here the outcome of the side of the map for him. Return now though. Waterfalls and this is. But Tushkan is up to the play now. Kaiser overextended here. At least it's gonna be the Tellermine to save him, but 7-man cons are gonna finish off here the Pack 40 in no time. And this is following up, being recruited. Oh, Gren just dies here, and it's probably gonna be a re-die, or gonna kill it. Gets the TOD4 in the last moment. So Pack 40 is destroyed, so it's a Pack 40 and a Gren for the 85. And it's been another Gren here beforehand, so that's about, yeah, 3 units down here for Kaiser, for 1 of Tushkan in return, so you may think, oh, it's the fuel, but 3 units in this engagement being lost to Kaiser, that's actually quite something. Losing your vetted infantry hurts a lot. Nothing new though on the other side. No losses. It's about to be even here for now. Expatrias coming in, aiming somewhat for the league on the tier 1. The squad? No. Section dies in the retreat. Okay. It's very welcome for A. Not sure how, maybe with a grenade here in the retreat. It's also the reinforced repair bunker for Kaiser. And he's coming in again deeply. The Tushkan PERVITIN is up to the task. Return not paying attention to the UC, 19 kills. And there it goes. Definitely created his value in this game. Paid off. Oh, that's dangerous. That's a dead MG42, I'm afraid. Well, it's gonna live barely. Fortunate for Kaiser. Kaiser with a lot of manpower. Maybe he wants to bring a Brumba to his addition. Panther. It's the SU-85. Attempts from Tushkan with the ground attacks. Struggling here to get through the house. Kaiser also with some decent ground attacks. SU-85 is gonna connect here eventually. So yes, upon Kaiser here losing a bunch of infantry, Tushkan making it back into the game. Or at least holding his side of the map. With the 85 being lost here previously. And next, this barrage It's coming in. It's leak decrewed. Be another one, might be Kübel. Mine here. Swing down, yes. There goes the double leak. No reaction from A here to dodge that. Okay, busting, yes. From a very safe distance. Quite the ammunition for that. Overall, PY's game about to be even yet again, but still of course the allies with their resource advantage, I'd say, overall. PERVITIN about to bring another combat in. He trying to cover this one leak. And with the connection, he could also just bring another one already. But lacks 80 manpower. Panthers coming in, could be a very surprising push here. Pikran also trying to get off, of course, some more connections with the Shrek. And they missed the shot. Oh, and he's gonna fall back. Gren with danger. He's still in cooldown, and there goes another highly vetted grenadier for Tiger. Loses 6 pounder. Wow, what a shot from Tiger. Verily the conscript here alive. Very fortunate for Tushkan. Back to the bunker for him. X armor will be back into service in no time. WA in the meantime still lacks resources for another Panther, I guess. Oh, making something. It seems it's gonna be a laugh. Okay. Not sure about that choice here. Possibly for just firing at the land mattress and the exit of the base for PERVITIN. So not really any static targets for him here. Mattress. Might aim for the leak and the MG here. Seems like it. Tushkan with another 85. Tiger investing a lot of resources for contesting Tushkan's side, showing no interest into the middle. He wants that far off VP here for him. So the bunker busting, about to finish off the mortar, yes. Even cancelling the third shot, very confident into the resource. Apparently sometimes the bomber may miss, of course. Then you might not gonna get that target you're aiming for. Even game. Oh, Axis with the DP advantage. Panther is gonna dive, it seems. And Pack 43 gets the final shot off the Su-85. The Kaiser. 5 is coming in somewhat from behind. 43 turned around already. It's also the Shrek. Oh, could have tried maybe to get the ground attack over range shot with the Shrek here to finish it off. Might still get it. Yeah, not trying, okay. It's opportunity if you ask me. Still a good kill here upon the Su-85 for him. Commandos. Be well and hidden. Oh, they want the Kübel, I think. Get it. Worth it for PERVITIN. Double 6-pounder. That's the dead A, no. Gets the smoke. Very last moment here. Nice. Just coming in. Gets the AA. It's a lot of units down here for AE. Very fortunate as well. For AE, of course. Left so far with 1 kill only. Not too fortunate. Kaiser scuttles his pack 43. Sure why. So the allies with no skill planes, so losing the AA. It's not that of a huge issue. Max out for the Brumba. Pioneer dies. Panther gets behind the 85. Ground attack. Yes. Double combat. Tushkan doesn't have the ammo for the snare. Very unfortunate. He was coming in with his Panther. Something in the Vickers for his VP. Yeah, not sure about A here with the choice of the left. So far not having any impact. Not a barrage on. Just aiming for the middle. Guess out of the radius for the counter barrage. Maybe it's the smoke or the barrage. Or it is the counter barrage. Combusting for these Zisses. Oh, that could be a dead Brumba here. There's no marks, and cooldown. So no ammo for that. You're just winning some time for that. Caddy barrage. What's Kaiser doing here? I think that's a throw. It's 2 comets from PERVITIN. I'm not sure about this. Comet is gonna come and punish him. Yes. And luckily bouncing off 85, but enter with a miss. PERVITIN stuck in his own phosphorus, unable to fire, but there goes the Panther. That's definitely a throw here. And I'm also not paying attention like myself. Losing the Vickers. 43 in the middle. I mean, there's the vet stream address. It's about to die in no time here. Kaiser's gonna rebuild though, but it could have been the second Panther ready for him. Like that would have been maybe the play here. Get the second Panther out and just finish Tushkan maybe with a dive with 2 Panthers. Want to defend another. No, it's just status quo, all his progress with destroying that 85 Zoo and the T-54 is kind of neglected, and it's all open again and even. So let's see what the left. 2 kills, not having any impact so far really. I guess PERVITIN doesn't mind it. When left means a Panther less to deal with. So comrades may roam and rule the map here for him. And we have zeroing artillery, but it's somewhat glitched. Can't see it. PERVITIN still knows, or no, it's actually the red flare, isn't it? This is the zeroing is in Tushkan. Yes. Kaiser losing the artillery field officer. So let's recruit this. I mean, look, this could have been the play here for Kaiser. 2 Panthers with zeroing artillery, pushing. Could have cost Tushkan a lot here, but he had to give the Panther in the previous engagement. I mean, still the next Panther is not too far off here, but hey, it could have been already been the 3rd Panther here. Or maybe 2 Panthers, the Brumba and the Werfer. Werfer for finishing off the Ziz. Or the conscript. So I mean, the Axis not in too bad spot here. Bunker busting. Greatly missing though PERVITIN. Okay, he's in for the MG42. It's a barrage. No way Kaiser doesn't fall back here. Would have cost him the MG42 entirely. Somewhat aiming for the Pack 43. You're gonna get red flared, I think that's gotta be it for the Pack 43. Also throw Gammon Bomb. Potentially even better. It goes. Still survives. It's both the Gammon Bomb and the coordinated barrage, but the 85 comes in. Coordination from the Kaiser here. The left 3 kills, so every 2 barrages that's 1 kill. Oh, section dies, it's tiny. In the max range. So trash barrage is in. AE, some bleed. Does have a lot of fuel. Seems like he wants to bring the KT here. But he really failed to get the timing upon the bleed. Not making that laugh, could have had that KT already ages ago. Probably 5 minutes more, 6, 7, I don't know. It would have made a huge difference. PERVITIN exposed here with the 6-pounders. Ground attack. I'm trying to snare. But it's not gonna happen. And kills already for the Brumbuff and Tiger. Good micro upon it. Also gets 6-pounder, the last one. And PERVITIN, both decrewed. The left trying to finish off 6-pounder, but it's not even able to do that. KT's out, it's been 42 minutes. And he almost got the fuel for the second KT to throw this one and rebuild it. And it's gonna take him another 20 minutes to get the manpower. And yeah, now it gets finished off here by the mattress. Definitely saving it for the KT and building the laugh hurt him so much. Always enables the PERVITIN to go so deeply with him not having the units, and that's a dead tier 1 for him, as I said. Like, I think that's a mistake here in the build order. He needed another Panther or something, or at least the KT, but not the laugh. It just gave PERVITIN the time here to grind him down and keep the grind upon him and the bleed, so here's the late KT now. Tier 1 is gone, damage done for him. Kaiser lose a Panther, where did his fuel go? I don't know. Guess he lost one. Not looking good for the access. Now there is the Tiger, but the KT, but what's the KT of use when your army's gone already, when you get the unit in? It's somewhat too late for them. I got too focused upon like getting the left side. To access in a very terrible state here. To accomplish and hold any VP, of course.
Pioneers ready for a light howitzer is ready for another salvo. We have 50 points remaining.
50 points, yes, and I will bring in only one VP. That's not optimal. Tiger's still dealing with the enemy VP. Loses the Brumba and return as well for overextending. I think that's the game here for the Axis. That's just too greedy, like this entire game just trying to get the defensive VP from the allies. Losing units for that, I think, is not the best decision. Should have just played it, I think, around the middle. It's just another VP you can play for. Making maybe a difference diving PERVITIN with the Panthers together with his teammate, but it's not how you turn it around here. With trying to get GG easy free VP win like the Axis is playing here. And it's game. Nice kills though for the Obers. 42. Also nice veterancy. But yeah, we have a game with a KT, so you lose the game just to bring it. So I guess it's somewhat bad logic. Well, I have a KT, but I lost. It's already GG. But I had a KT, right? Yes. You have your KT and the Kaiser have a win. And thus they take in the first game. Overall also with decent stats for PERVITIN. Tushkan somewhat struggling with the KD, but yeah, definitely Tiger far off from the side of the map, so struggling to get it. Also all very open. Not the best for the Brumba. Easy, it's quite easy to get there an angle upon with this. And yes, this strategy here of AE just to play most of the game with low army pop because he wants his KT, and without KT he won't play the game. Definitely cost them here a lot of VP train. While the allies just getting in their the allies getting in their units and cashing in the win. Like they had a good timing here at the 13th minute here. And when Tiger throws his Panther for no reason, just diving, like he could have gotten a Panther just 1 minute later, and A deciding to, well, I want my KT or I won't play this match, gifting away the advantage in the game. And thus also Axis around 30 minutes, good map control, throwing the Panther, KT plans, big tank, big lose, and then Kaiser cashing in the win for themselves. Of course, they had a tough start, especially Pyga, but I mean, great job of them making it back into it to gift it away in the end. That's how I feel about it, I'm afraid. To be honest. PERVITIN and Tushkan as the Axis with the double OKW. Well, Pyga is the British. A with the Soviets. For once it's the €10 this time, or $10 the last time. Not with the double Brits, but something new. Very interesting to see. Kübel for Tushkan. Actually, PERVITIN is supposed to. I got 2 sections and the Royal Engineer. Gonna be Royal Engineer Regiment for that. Quite fitting. AE with the double con. And Fusiliers, okay. Fans for Tushkan. Again, rather late ammunition cap for the allies somewhat. Also for Tushkan. Connection will be across the middle VP for the allies. They're not cut off. Hit cap here by AE. For the cut off. Tushkan forces himself very fast upon the enemy fuel. Interesting choice by the €10. And they don't really in for X cutoff. PERVITIN is in a very good spot here with his army. Well prepared to defend anything to reach him. Well, they will take in as well the middle VP. Someone waiting. I don't know for what. Maybe waiting for the opportunity. Could have also been taking just cut off by now, but it's to make the play around MG. Successfully. Probably. Dancing around. But there's another section around. It's not successful after all for him, but yes, we have already the Blessing Kaiser with the resource advantage. We in return, let's push back to space now with the late second engineer here. It's Kaiser 130. Good play from Kaiser. Picks down a lot of resource points. At least for now it's about even. Till Tushkan brings in a point for him. He will be coming back for his side. So damage is done, of course. Already impact the light vehicles, if so, for the allies. But Palge brings the officer. Tushkan with the AA, and there will be the 2-2 here from PERVITIN. So this point's about to turn around. Tushkan actually tosses a very decent grenade here. Maybe you're not expecting that to come in here, since G43 is being quite expensive. It's also gonna come in for the wipe here upon the con. It's definitely a very decent engagement here for him. But with the detection, also realizing that he may just take the cutoff here on Kaiser. Using their resource disadvantage. In the meantime, PERVITIN is also coming in with the MG42 at the cutoff for A, who's also down unit on top of that. Will manifest himself here in the house. Meanwhile, PERVITIN will be defending his fuel just with the 2-2 and the grenadier supporting. Recharge door enables the snare upon the 2-2 and finds the engineer around the corner. So far, a decent job of the engineer. That 2-3 kills it is already. And may get even wiped. Oh, Yes, it does. Oh, he really wants that 2-2 to die here. But he won't be able to get it. Now Tushkan is behind. Might just wipe that engineer. Yes. Kaiser getting punished here for a deep dive. And Tushkan definitely either play rewarding PERVITIN after all. Not giving up early on for that engagement. You may say somewhat baiting Kaiser into the dive here to throw another unit. Good coordination from the Kaiser guys. Draft grenade. It's off some juicy damage. And in the meantime, AE has been able so far to get back his side of the map. Because Kaiser gets momentarily the fuel here. Usually, yeah, the 10 euro, they like to play very aggressive and to have the resource advantage in the early. In this match, we're not too successful with that at all. And they definitely are interested in getting out some early centaurs or tanks. Making some plays, diving upon someone. But they will struggle with that, being already somewhat behind here. Six-pounder connects. The ground attack. Gets rewarded. Tushkan a little bit too late here with the AA to react. Gotta remember yourself that once you're upon Tiger, you won't ever basically miss that extra micro for the ground attack. There's always a guaranteed ground attack, and eventually he may get lucky with it, and the longer you wait, the better his odds, smoke or not. So that's definitely worth something for him. So the sword officer here, with danger, and a lift. 20 with decent shot. 2 with the dice, but there's the T70. He's realizing the 2-2 is coming very deeply, but he's not following up to finish it off. What a missed opportunity here. Tiger also with the retreat. Maybe could have gotten that lucky pen with the section here. Finish it off. It's after all just a 2-2. May just finish it off with the small arms, but definitely a missed opportunity here from the allies. Could have been a great comeback, but getting that MG42 already offers them quite something. Still damage done already, of course, with the fuel being somewhat behind. And A is gonna rebuild his con. Tiger probably about to attack. But it's the 11th minute already, so yeah, he's still too far off from the centaur or something. Loses here. Section to a sneaky play from PERVITIN. Nice surprising rifle grenade. It's hurting him. Also needs another engineer. Yeah, Tiger definitely somewhat struggling with those wipes here. It's to invest in the manpower and new units instead of... Like instead he's not able to bring any armor himself. We also have a very late T70 of course. Not optimal timing at all. These Pyga's gonna get a side back. Novet free. Yeah. Attack here. Battle group 3. But with the Schwer, with the tech. Tushkan. Still lacks some fuel. I mean, he lost the AA, delaying the P4 somewhat. A, on the contrary, though, even further behind. I have the A to Overwatch, though. That's 120, somewhat damaging the onslaught. Easy. First grenade. Wow, what an outcome for Pyga. Both with the risk here and he's gonna live. Very fortunate for Pyga. Nice wipe. Pyga still makes it somewhat back into the game against all the odds, yes. And it's been a while and he still doesn't have quite the fuel for any vehicle. It's gonna be the P4 for PERVITIN already. He already has also, on top of that, more fuel in the pocket. Return Tushkan still lacking some resources. Also now making some progress with the T70. It's been a long time since he had that fuel here himself. There's also a fresh baby ATG. Well, that's something I'm not really getting here. Thing that lady baby ATG should rather invest like that extra 120 manpower and wow. 2 is somehow alive. Missing the shot, but back in. Or maybe can find the angle. Oh, actually getting scared of the Fusiliers. Yeah. Reasonable retreat here. The Pyga, but Axis now with the play here. Pyga with the mortar flame support, but that's not gonna work. 70 comes in, but 70 is just gonna be thrown here. With maybe even 4 snares. And it's gonna die straight away. I think he did the 70 to the Axis. Plus the 6-pounder. Yeah, that's the damage I meant. It's the very fuel disadvantage here for Pyga, getting caught far away from his base here, from PERVITIN and Tushkan coordinating his forces. They're aware they had the grip upon the game, they had the advantage. There's no resistance from the allies, they don't have any medium armor now. They can just finish off Pyga here. And cashing in 70 6-pounder anti-section. Somewhat something also the 10 euro like to do. They like some decent early resource control and then some coordinated attack with very early vehicles, but they just have been too far behind into this match. Thus, they actually suffer by somewhat their own strategy here. They like to apply upon other players. Could have seen that one coming here, I'm afraid as well. This PERVITIN won't get 6-pounder. So take back the 6-pounder. It's the ground attack. It's set up now. Doesn't. And there's something coming in here. Yes.
The gun is not crewed.
It's the frag bombs. Bombs ready to finish off Tiger. Now where's the Cromwell? But it's too late now. PERVITIN will just finish off his entire army. That's the price they paid for not having the map control here. Let's still get, of course, P4 here, but there's the snare from the Gren. It's the P4, but sadly they can't afford losing that Cromwell. So it being behind, and I think the Cromwell is about to die here regardless. Unless I think it should die. There's gonna be snare coming in. Tushkan is gonna come over as well to finish it off. I think Tiger should have been running here very straight away. At least he's upon the road now, so the road is quite fast. Okay. Road is gonna save him with the snare here having the extra speed. So it's a very fortunate outcome for him, but I really calculate upon that. Tushkan maybe. I shouldn't be going in here. Oh, there is the snare and the pack 40. To danger. Could have finished it actually, instead of trying to ground attack the P4. In return, Tiger survives, but yeah, it doesn't even matter that much since Tushkan just occupying the allied fuel in the meantime. PERVITIN will just rebuild it straight away. And they will catch up, even losing that P4. But it was a necessary kill here for Tiger. Still in the end, he lost a lot of units. Lost a lot of his infantry. Overall, as you may see, all these sections, they don't have any veterancy, so it's very poor for him. Very bad, because it's tough dealing with those vetted grenadiers without veterancy yourself. Tushkan not paying attention, almost losing Fusilier. So, yes, that gotta die, yes. Not paying the attention. PERVITIN about to push. He with the double baby ATG. There's someone gotta explain me this. What is this guy doing? Why is there the double baby ATG? He built the first one like after 10 minutes and he brought in another one. It's very odd. And there's 80 Overwatch, okay. He's just gonna get another P4, but it's gonna be a dead Cromwell here. And P4's gonna live. Yeah. They're not in a position to do such trades, I think. They can't trade one by one. They just can't. I don't know. They're too far behind. You gotta keep that Cromwell alive and get the P4, but he lost it, and that's situational big throw here for them. Kimberwagen dies, okay. Gun is already repaired, but they can't follow up. Of course there's the double baby ATG war. Oh, it's of course a double con with the snare. Tiger. What does he have? Oh, okay, he's gonna bring another Cromwell. Okay, interesting. I guess somewhat he's forced to do that because I don't know about that. I think that's a misplay. Just jump with this section into the trench and you won't lose your section or bait him. But now PERVITIN just won the engagement and he's gonna live. He was coming in, oh, misses actually T44, blocks himself behind the beacon. Oh, misplay here from Tushkan. Could have gotten easily with T34. At least he can finish possibly now. I think he should rather finish Pack 40. PERVITIN wants to have it back. No. Was in no position for dealing with that, and we have another P4, yes. Team will take the Pack 40. I think he won't be successful getting away with it. He can't. Oh, pretty dank snipe. Oh, Tiger's committing again. Imagine that would be this guns. Just think about it. They could kill so easily the P4. But it's baby AT guns. So. Still they get it. Very fortunately. So the subs go. So you support my man. We appreciate it. We're having a great time. Enjoying the recasts. But yeah. Still fortunate direct pen here frontally to Tushkan. Would have also just bounced. And now we have the Tiger for Tushkan, and I don't know how both the guns are gonna deal with the Tiger. They don't have the penetration for it. Like you may say, Tiger's not gonna cut it in this game because it doesn't have the armor versus the Zis guns like the KT or something, but with both AT guns, they definitely don't have the penetration for the Tiger. I'm afraid. They won't pen that. So the only option he got is ram, get the engine damage, or ram it, get the shock, and double snare it somehow, or just snare it, get the snare. Then still have the ammunition for 80, for 8, so that's the only way for him to kill the Tiger, you know. Okay, Caddy. Caddy into... Okay. Thinking it's a no man's land Caddy, but... Actually it's just a very weird... garage. Very strange scatter. Yeah, Tiger having a fun time. Wow, it actually penned at least once. He penned twice, but it's not really a lot of damage as well. I guess it can be everything. I'd get a lucky shot. Oh. 17 saving this unit. I guess the Pack 40 would have been handy for AE. Playing with the trash AT guns. It's gonna live again. Would have actually made the play here with the T-34 around. Two to 2 dies. Caddy brush. Oh, finish. Pack 40. Quite fortunate. It's not a creeping. Just straight away decrew. Now we have the Centaur. And here we have it, the epic duel. Maybe ATGs versus Tiger. Yeah. Depends, okay. It's better than nothing. And Tiger's gonna get himself another baby 80 and Pack 14. Still the baby 80 trying to deal with the Tiger. He's gonna dive the Raketen and is just gonna retreat. Fortunately, the Raketen can do that. Smoking in the base. Right. Yes. Pressing the wrong button here. I guess still Mini could get now some upgrade here, but maybe he wants Firefly, not sure. Double caddy, that's for AE, yeah. Seems reasonable with Ato. Rather wants to finish off expensive infantry from Tushkan here. Nice barrage. AE to 120. But there's the recrew. Allies, of course, already through this game with the disadvantage in terms of the map control. Very low on VPs. Overall, of course, it doesn't look too bad for the allies right now. PERVITIN quiet with the low army value versus Tiger.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
A lucky pen. Or actually it's the Pack 40s, you know. Rumbles gonna come in, but gets scared from the grins. It's snared as well. I mean, you could have gambled here to pen the Tiger frontally another time. That would have been both super lucky and super big gambling. Allies make it somewhat back into the game. Oh. Won't take much for the Axis to finish it for them. Caddies in. It's a barrage. It is. But it's gonna be the D crew. PERVITIN is going for the other VP already. Gotta send in the sword officer to defend it. The is coming back for the other VP though. Scat is ready. Would be a decent barrage here. Guess he realized. Scatter. Scatters fail. Or no, the barrage is failing. Aiming behind Tushkan, but Tushkan is just standing in it, just getting the VP. On the contrary though, AE getting the right side VP here. Oh, Atos in with the ramming. Oh, they get the pens on the armored P4. Yeah, where's the ram? The ram would have killed the P4, that's for sure. Losing the T-34 anyway, so could have just traded here for a guaranteed P4 kill. So, huge misplay from AE. Just gifting away a unit. At least he can replace it. Team was getting the capture here. I guess not paying attention. This could also dies. The T-34 is ready. Target weak point, yes. Think he's gonna get snare. Yes, he does. But Tiger will be alive, and is, I don't know. Both baby AT guns, they just coming back so bad at AE. They just can't deal with this. Centaur dies to the people. You know, that's what I mean here. That's the misplay which is coming back at you here. Like, this P4 should have been dead. And now this P4, and in return, gets the Centaur. It's gonna live again, so... Just ram it, finish it off, and you probably win this match. But misplay, don't ram, throw T-34 anyway. The dead P4 kills your AA. And this team already very behind with the resources, right? Like, they struggle then. Actually, Pyga is now not behind anymore with the resources. It's gonna make a Firefly. Actually, could even rebuild the Centaur. No, makes set the Centaur, okay. Just make the Centaur and the Firefly, but by now, like, imagine you don't have to rebuild the Centaur. You can easily bring whatever, like, you can bring a Churchill, you can bring a Comet, like, you could even bring, like, almost 2 Comets or 2 Churchills. But no, it's not a Vet 2 P4. With the armor buff, still. And yeah, your Centaur is gone. Didn't grind that. Veterancy also, yet again. It's quite useful to have the strafe from the Centaur. That actually could just cost it a game, like such decisions here. I mean, the P4 is still not dead, and it should have died if you don't misplay so hard. And then you can just... and it cannot do any plays anymore. Now it still lives to make another play and contest something or dive something. Target weak point. Yes. I think it has the ammo. Yeah, AE. Still with his baby ATGs trying... actually penetrating, yes. It's a Panther. No missing, panning. And here goes the P4 again. Look, it's just finishing off another tank, but like, it's the unit which should have died, and so hard in this play, but ramming it. And now it just finished, in return 2 units of the MS. And it's the Cromwell and it's the Santo, and it was a decent battered Cromwell. Something you don't want to lose, something you can always defend your VP with. And Tiger also doesn't use the fuel, rebuild something. I mean, maybe...
Units are now ready to use anvil defensive drills and tactics.
Yeah, so it's the Churchill. Needs to make the Churchill now, I guess. But he's not building it. Not sure that's the right decision with the Tiger and the Churchill. Or the Tigers. Actually plural, right? And yeah, they put the beeps back into the hand. 5mm. It's waiting for the next engagement with the Tiger to bounce. Scatty comes in, but Tushkan is gonna get the D crew. Yeah. Double this could have done the job. Okay, so he tax, but he gets a 5. He tax the Churchill, but gets a 5. Okay. I guess it's all about the heavy engineers, but he doesn't have the ammo. I don't know. The 5mm can't kill the Panther regardless. It's the Panther. Go for Panther here. Would have been better getting, of course, something else like the Tiger. Fortunately, it's gonna live here. Tiger now back somewhat and some control. Actually, 8 was just offline. And 45mm have to shine again. It's the Tiger. Yeah, they don't. Takes them forever to do something about it. XP4 is ready. And Fireflies needed elsewhere. So are the ATs. Tiger somewhat desperately trying to help his teammate. Oh, okay, baby ATGs. They're not even trying to kill the P4. Oh, it's also just A move would have killed this P4 possibly by the 45mm. Little misplay again, which could have made a huge difference. Oh, Firefly gets snared. Caddy. Shot the Tiger. It's gonna be the triple VP control. Red allies won't be able to decap this. I'm pretty sure. From what I've seen. They might slow it down, but I think they won't stop. That's probably the end, I'm afraid. They're not even going for the other VP right now, and they have to. And yeah, can't end the Tiger with the baby AT guns. And it's game. I didn't send the units. Should have speeded with Hura over here. Was available. Would have sent some units over there. Probably the double engineers. The smoke grenade. Or something. But yes, too many misplay costing them here. Maybe a potential win, I would say. Could have been. Not using ATO correctly. Like, see that so often. On 20mm, doing well. At least the caddy with some kills. Yeah. Play versus Kaiser, and you gotta push the buttons how ATO works. You gotta get the ram and finish off the unit. They won't have mercy with you if you're merciful upon them. Like, they don't care. They're just gonna kill you for it. And they did. With 60 kills for that Fusilier, that's quite impressive, I'd say. Also Tiger with decent kills for Tushkan at very least. And yeah, Tushkan with a decent KD as well. PERVITIN somewhat even. Not his best game, maybe. Though Tiger had some serious losses, always managed to come back as well. But also overextending and paying the price for it. Somewhat being lucky in one or another moment, but being rather unlucky as well. Left side was quite the roller coaster, I'd say. Still somewhat impressive for the allies to come back into this game. They were so behind for like too long of the game and still managed to somehow come back, even though they didn't trade perfectly. But yeah, even taking over the game momentarily, and then huge missed opportunities and mistakes you need to take if you want to win Kaiser. Could have hurt them very badly, but in the end they didn't. And yes, army value wise, they were also behind, still managed to come back. But yeah, not really playing at their best here, or at the possible best. Those some missed opportunities here making the difference, I think. Yeah, definitely could have been a decent choice for the Kaiser to bring indirect. And also a decent choice to save for the frag bombs. PERVITIN, I think. It's that they brought more mediums, yeah. I feel like Kaiser, they like to play aggressive, so I think the idea behind this was to just keep the flow going, keep the pressure on, send in another P4, he got the resources for it and just trade it versus like the Centaur, maybe get another P4 and just dive the caddies and break the allies. They like to play like this, very aggressive. Tushkan had the Panther, they could have massed like the one Panther he lost to Ato with P4s and the KT, and they could have just Giga dived, killing all their armor and finishing them off. Also with, I guess the triple pack 40 could have been deadly, but you may just finish that off with the frag bombs when you dive, and you can somewhat ignore the 45mm in return though. Yeah, that's another mistake. Making two of those. Like he had Yeah, I mean, he had this out and it was plus 10 minutes, and he gets in the double 45mm against OKW P4, and then he brings the Tiger, so that's not a good choice, I think.